Hey y'all, what's up, honey? Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to the channel. Listen, it's time for us to get into court. It's messy, all right? Well, one of y'all favorite judges, it seems, Mr. J.G. Davis, all right? So we're going to get into one of these episodes here. But listen, y'all already know we can't get started.
Not talking unless y'all giving me land and 2,000 or more every week. You hear me?
I'm not talking. Not unless y'all giving me likes and 2,000 or more subscribers every week. You hear me? Okay, y'all be slipping on the likes, honey. Y'all be trying to keep me to y'allself. Y'all can't always do that. We gotta like up the video. We gotta share the video. You feel what I'm saying? Don't be trying to keep me to yourself all the time, honey. And if you over here watching and you ain't been subscribing and you've been watching more than one video, hit that subscribe button. Thank you for your services. Let us go ahead and slide over here and get into what it is that's happening on today, honey. Let us check this out.
All right, so Mr. Israel, tell me, do you have a written or an oral lease with Ms. Durden or Mr. Zachary?
Yes, I do.
And when is that lease set to expire?
It's supposed to expire February 1st, but it's
All right, y'all. I don't know where that echo is coming from, but it ain't me, okay? The echo sounds like it's coming from one of them over here on this screen. Just the FYI, Bookie.
been breached.
Okay, it's supposed to expire February 1st. And how much is monthly rent, if any?
1,800.
All right. Is there a late fee?
Yes.
How much is the late fee?
$50 after every day late.
Okay, well, we capped that at 10%, so it's going to be 180.
Okay.
And it's crazy for that. And then tell me as well, when's the last time the tenant has paid rent from any source?
That would be December.
Okay. So you're then ultimately looking for 1 month, January. And if I were to give you a writ of possession, then they would be 1 month, 5 days, because it would be available on the 5th. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. Anything else beyond this 1 month, 5 days that you're seeking this eviction?
Yes. They also left their vehicle abandoned for a month, which is a fee of $75. The car was broke down. They did not make me aware of that. It's in their lease, and I can tell you where the car with no vehicles should be abandoned on the property, and the car was abandoned.
And when you mean abandoned, just inoperable. They were living, inoperable.
It was inoperable, yes, sir.
Okay. Is it still there, or when did this occur?
Well, now it's working. It's operable now. Additionally,
hold
okay.
on.
Okay.
Vehicle. Was it on bricks or something, or was it just not? How do you know it wasn't working?
Right.
Because I figured out that he couldn't move it.
How you know that?
And then he sent a team over of his friends or whoever to try to fix it. And I was having some work done on the property, and I asked him to move his vehicle. He did not respond. He did not say anything. He just left the vehicle in place. So if he would have just told me that he couldn't move it, we could have worked out something. But instead of him communicating, he just didn't say anything and left it abandoned.
Was it?
So my question is, who is charging the $75 a day? Like, is this like an apartment or is this like his home? Maybe I missed some details, but are you as the landlord charging the $75 a day?
In the driveway, or was it on the grass?
Yeah, where was the car?
It was parked in a corner, but I needed a truck to be there, and he couldn't move his car.
Oh, okay. Anything else?
Yes. There's been some damage to the property. They broke a microwave. They wrecked a couch, and they refused to let me in the property, which is against the lease as well. I've tried to enter the property several times. I've sent maintenance teams to enter the property to do repairs, and they have refused to let either my team or me into the property. I've notified them. I notified them day of. I've notified them in advance. I've notified them in writing, and they refuse to answer the door to let repairs be done. So
hold on. How long have
They in the same house and he just walking and pasting in the back of her damn video. Did he not want to have a seat and just be on there with her? Or did they have to be on separate ones? Because he gonna have to get stationary. Can you go somewhere in the house and sit your ass down?
they lived in the property?
it'll be 6 months by the end of this month.
Okay.
He's just walking
So
back and forth,
the primary
Jesus.
thing is you're saying they haven't paid in January. You're
Mhm.
saying they have any other issues. I'll be frank, many of the issues that damages that you're referencing would be more applicable after they vacated, like a security deposit issue. Post now, obviously, you don't have possession, and those things haven't been fully ascertained. So we'll kind of put a pin in that. So let me
Okay.
then speak with the defendants, okay? So
Okay.
let's start with Miss Durden. Miss Durden, can you unmute?
I surely can.
All right, I just want to confirm some of the information. Do you have a written lease with Mr. Israel?
Yes, I have a written lease.
Okay, and is Mr. Israel your landlord?
Yes. In some regard.
Okay, and how much is monthly rent?
$1,800.
Okay, and do you have a late fee that you're aware of?
Yeah, the late fee that was written was at $50 a day, and this was something that I didn't know until we got ready to go through this process, which that would be my
Okay.
fault because I should have looked over that better.
And you said the last time you paid rent is when?
Rent was paid on December 1st, and notice was given on January 1st that we were telling Mr. Israel that he was breaching the lease. So then he filed the dispossessory in retaliation.
Okay, and you're saying he was, and you said he was breaching the lease. How are you saying he was breaching the lease?
On December 31st, he was asking for rent a day early. When he didn't get a response at midnight, he turned off the Wi-Fi that we need for work. He's done this a few times, but this was like absolutely ridiculous.
He turned off the
closed
Wi-Fi?
laundry facilities. I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
Just let me confirm. You said he turned off the Wi-Fi. Is the Wi-Fi in his name or your name?
We were watching television when he turned the Wi-Fi off.
That's not what he asked you.
And
Again,
did not turn it back on until January 21st.
Really?
Yes.
Is the Wi-Fi part of the rent or no?
It is. This is a furnished apartment. The utilities are included in the rent. I put in several text messages that ever since November, when he was accusing us of taking eggs from his egg coop, he cut the internet off. Then we went back and forth. He did it again, same time in December.
Be it $1,500 fully furnished and the internet, utilities included. Okay.
And then December 31st, when he asked for the rent early and he did not get a response because I felt like it was something that didn't need to be addressed, rent is due on the 1st. Then he cut off those utilities at midnight. He closed the laundry facilities. I sent him a letter on January 1st, which I put in, I uploaded with my counterclaim, explaining all of that to him. That throughout, he told us he was going to have construction. He said it would be for a week. He asked to move the car. The construction has gone on since November. And there was concrete, there were saws, there was trash, cigarette butts, all these things were outside. And on top of those things, we were finishing out the 6-month term. So we're just getting ready to do this last month. And he's even changing the Wi-Fi code to these taunting and absolutely belligerent titles. Instead of turning it back on, there was one that said, "B better have my money." Ooh. Another one was "Energy Takers."
Did you screenshot this?
This was after I wrote him the letter on the 1st. We were not served anything that said anything about he was possessing the property. In fact, when I told him he had breached the lease, he still wanted his rent. He was not going to let us out of the lease. He only asked one time, could the property people come and they knocked once, and I had already told him no because I felt like it was a volatile situation because Mr. Zachary couldn't work. They only knocked once.
Mr. Zachary couldn't work, but Mr. Zachary need to work on sitting his ass down because Mr. Zachary is moving too fucking much for me. Okay? I just cannot. Like, that's so disrespectful. You wouldn't be doing that in a real courtroom, even though this is a real court hearing. He is really getting on my damn nerves.
Well, hold on. So let me just make sure I understand. Let me just make sure I understand. I'm going to give Mr. Zachary an opportunity to speak as well. But you're saying that did you intend to pay rent in January or no?
We were yes.
Okay.
On the 31st, he turned off the utilities. At that point, on January 1st, I sent him a letter and told him we would like to be released from the lease because he breached it and we wanted to move.
All right. And just so any other utilities cut off or just the internet?
Just the usage of the laundry facility.
How did he cut off the usage of the laundry?
He posted a note on the door that says out of order, and he locked it so that we can't get in.
Does he live at this place? Does he live at the residence as well? Or?
I don't know why, but I feel like she could be telling the truth, y'all. Now, she might be gaming us. I don't know. Only reason why I'm thinking that is because the way Mr. Israel is trying to, like, cover his face. He's trying to cover his face to keep from laughing because it's kind of giving, you did all that shit. You did all of that. But at the same time, kind of like, y'all are still supposed to pay y'all rent. But if if nothing was wrong with the laundry room, and he prevented them from using the laundry room, and that's supposed to come with it. And then I feel like maybe some little money need to be shaved off. I do. I think some money should be shaved off. Maybe shave them last 5 days off or something like that. You know what I'm saying? If you finna write up one for a month and 5 days, just do maybe the month. But let's hear what else she got to say.
Yes, it's a basement apartment, Your Honor.
Oh, it's a basement apartment. So he lives upstairs.
Yeah. You didn't catch that, Your Honor? Your Honor, you didn't catch that when he said that he needed to have a car, needed to park a truck, and he couldn't park the damn truck because that other man's car that wasn't working was over there. And then he sent up there saying, well, I was wondering if it was an apartment at first or a house. Like, was he like subleasing his apartment? But when he said I needed to park a truck or whatever, I'm like, okay, so you live at this house as well. It's kind of what it sounded like. Because when he also talked about how, he had some guys out there fixing it, I was at first like, how you know that? How do you know that? So it makes so much sense that this is a basement home that probably got 1 or 2 bedrooms down there with a kitchenette and all of that. And he decided he was going to rent it out and make that. I don't blame him. I would have rented this shit out too, baby. Maybe a little piece, okay? Which makes sense to what she's saying. He shut off the laundry area in the house. They couldn't use it out of order, but he washing his shit. It's very, very plausible, all right? And that's what Mr. Rob said on Traders, okay? Because I don't know, Mr. Israel, you might be giving a little bit of Trader. Okay, the other 2 is giving faithfuls just a little piece. They just wasn't faithful to paying the damn rent, it seems, okay? But you don't seem like you was faithful in holding up your end of the bargain either. Okay, it also makes sense that he would change the damn internet name. If he over there in the house, it's easy to change it and say BIT pay me. Okay, energy takers. Like, that is some shady, that's some disrespect. I would have screen recorded all of that. She should have been screenshotting all of that.
You didn't get any notice about what's going on?
No.
How did you find out that he wanted you to vacate?
The person that serves you came to the door.
What about beforehand?
No.
Okay. All right. Mr. Zachary, do you have anything to include or add? Hold on, you got to unmute yourself, and then Ms. Durden, you'd have to mute yourself.
Please and thank you. Y'all should have been muted with all these echoes. You see that, Mr. Zachary?
Mr. Zachary, it might work better for you if you just stay still and stop walking.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so what's going on?
Hello?
Yes.
All right, we signed the lease on the 5th. On my lease, it goes from the 5th to the 5th. So it's not the 1st to the 1st. I have it in my hand. We moved in on the 5th. We move out on the 5th. We signed the lease on the 5th. Everything was included. The Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi password was luxury 23 life C. August the 12th, he invited us for Margarita Tuesday. We didn't respond. On August the 13th, the internet stopped working for 2 days. Then it came back on. I didn't think nothing of it at the time. On August the 25th.
He laughing because his ass know he did it. I'm sorry, y'all. I really believe them. Just a little piece. He laughing because he know he did that shit. And he didn't know their real reactions or how they felt about it. That's why he up here now learning how they felt about it. At least that's what I'm thinking. He over here like, I don't know, somebody. I could be wrong. I'm okay with being wrong.
If the power went out, but it's because we had a power outage. On the 26th, he didn't want to fix the power outage. He blamed me for messing with the alarm system to cut off the power outage. On September the 19th, he woke me up at 8:30 in the morning, banging on the door. I go to get the door, answer the door. He said he smells marijuana throughout the house. I don't even smoke. He barged in the room and couldn't find no marijuana, no ashtray or anything. On October the 1st, at about 8 o'clock in the morning, he woke me up, banging on the door, talking about the government shutdown. He needed his money and he needed it now. I'm like, brother, it's the 1st. Like, what's going on? I end up paying him later on that day. On November the 14th, he has cameras around the house. He says somebody took some wire cutters and broke into the chicken coop. He talked to Frida about breaking into somebody broke into the chicken coop. She's asked her that me or any of my friends, and I don't have any friends, would have done this. On November the 16th, on November the 15th,
you better have
he asked me face to face about the shit.
Baby, he better have documented everything, because that's me right there. But Your Honor, it's really giving Exhibit A. I have the pictures in this file, Your Honor. And then on this day, I also have everything listed, Your Honor, is labeled accordingly. So you could pull those files up and look at it. You hear me? Because he documented. Now, see, I wasn't expecting Mr. Zachary to be on point, but now I see why Mr. Zachary was pacing back and forth, because Mr. Zachary was waiting to get in that ass. Mr. Zachary, and I don't know how the judge is going to rule, but for me, that's why Mr. Zachary was pacing back and forth, because it really was giving. I can't wait to get on his ass. Oh, I can't wait to get on his ass. Oh, I can't wait to, this line. I can't wait to get on this nigga.
Coop, I laughed in his face because it's funny to me. I'm like, brother, we in the nice neighborhood. There's no crackheads. There's nothing around here. Ain't nobody broken no chicken coop, took no eggs. He didn't like that. So on November the 16th, he cut off the internet. I told him, I said, hey, bro, I got to go to work. What's going on? Because, like, he cut off our internet, but it's a big screen TV and alarm system that's hooked up to his internet upstairs. So he tell us the internet and the whole house off. We looking at the TV on his internet. And I'm like, brother, cut the internet on. I got to go to work. On November the 22nd, after he accused me of stealing chicken eggs, he changed. You know how you can see people change, like when you try to log into the user ID, you see different names pop up. I seen bitch gotta have my money, fuck nigga need to quit playing with me. I seen all type of derogatory stuff, and we looking at it, I'm like, dang, he just changing this stuff.
Listen,
he really this
listen, Mr. Israel up there laughing because he know he did that shit. You know your ass did that. You know you did it. You know, okay? You know you did some shit like that, girl. Mr. Zachary been waiting all his life, okay? That's why he was pacing, because he couldn't wait to get on your ass.
And then he stopped and then changed it to stop stealing my shit, create. He changed that. And I told him, I said, hey, brother, that's offensive. Are you implying that? Look at
the white man. The white man Jolly was like, oh. What's going on here?
Says my internet, I do what I want to. On November the 25th, November the 26th, I had a package delivered. I have a package delivered. They deliver the package. I get the beep, 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 the package been delivered. I go to my mailbox, because we got separate mailboxes. My package ain't in the mailbox. I said, maybe they put it at the door. Boom, it's not at the door. I call him. He don't answer his phone. I go upstairs around the house, knock on the door. I knock on the door, the little dog come out. They come out. He tried to put the dog back in, see me run in the back room. So I'm like, dang, I'm like, brother, you just got my package. What you got my package in your house for? I go downstairs, do laundry. The
I believe
next
him.
day,
I'm
he ended
sorry.
up coming outside from the chicken coop. He come outside from the chicken coop. I said, hey, brother, like, why do you got my package in your house? He was like, I said, did the package come from me? He said, I don't know, maybe. He wouldn't even look me in my eye like a man. I go upstairs. Now magically, my package is outside. Now my package got some holes in it. Like he don't let the dogs eat it or something. I get my package. I'm like, so my mom on the phone, she like, hey, you need to get up out of there. He don't know who he messing with. I said, you know what? I'm going to pray on it. So then after that.
Before you go any further, baby, because Mr. Zachary, I am too tickled, okay?
December the 1st, they started doing the they started doing the construction about the stuff in December. They started doing the roof work about the house. They done built a whole chicken coop outside. Now my car's parked right there. In the lease, this parking spot is mine. It's in the lease said you got one parking spot, it's yours. I left my car in the parking spot. They started doing roofing work on the house. They built a whole damn house behind the house. There's ladders and stuff. I can't go outside or anything. My kid can't go out and play or anything, brother. I'm like, hey, bro, so the Mexicans, these little illegal immigrants, they leaving buzzsaws. My son outside, he's a child.
Illegal alien rats. What, sir? That's not. Oh, I think he was trying to say immigrants. Like, you don't know if they're illegal or not, sir.
Anything. My kid can't go out and play or anything, brother. I'm like, hey, bro, so the Mexicans, these little illegal immigrants, they leaving buzzsaws. My son outside, he's a child. He finna eat a nail. I'm like, hey, this is not good, man. If I knew you were gonna build a house and you gonna build it and then it's saws going on there, I can't work, she can't work. We missing calls, we missing clients, we can't work.
Well, Mr. Zachary, hold tight. I hear you. I hear you. Let me hear from Mr. Israel because there's been quite a bit of testimony by you guys. Obviously, there's two of you. But I want to hear his response. Mr. Israel, tell me. I got a couple questions for you, but one, are you responsible for the Wi-Fi?
Judge, I'm sorry. You see me laughing at these issues because
it's. But let me remind you, man.
It's just not.
You're trying to evict
it's not
them.
true.
It's a serious issue. But
Yeah, I understand. It is very serious. But
do you control? Listen to me. Listen to me.
This judge
because
so
I'm
calm.
a patient person, but when I want to answer, I want to answer.
Oh,
do you control the internet?
Yes, I do.
Do you? So for both parties, for you and the Miss Durden Zachary.
Yes, I do.
Have you ever changed the password?
Yeah,
yes, I have. Exactly.
But there's reasons. There's reasons for it.
Listen.
You just breached the contract.
To like be better, have my money, and things of that nature.
No, I have not.
He's a no, I have not lie.
No, I have not.
All right. And in addition to, just want to make sure. I know they said
because here's the gag. Even if you haven't changed and see, I think the judge asked he changed the password. He probably didn't change the password, but he changed the name of the Wi-Fi, right? He changed the name of it. But either way, you still confirmed that you changed the Wi-Fi password. The follow-up question was how soon did they get access? When you change these passwords, how soon do they get access? And what is the reasoning for changing the passwords? And how often would you say you've changed the passwords since they've been in the damn home? Okay, because it sounds to me that he may have breached that contract like that girl said. Maybe just a little piece though. I don't know how much, but yeah.
They did not pay in January because you said you cut off the Wi-Fi. Have you ever cut the Wi-Fi off for them in any period of time that they've been leasing?
No, I have not.
So you're saying that their inability to have internet would just be something that is of their imagination or something separate other than you're doing. Is that correct?
Yes. Okay. It's something separate other than my doing, and they know why. But they're
that doesn't make sense, and they know why. What does that mean? That sounds like you already said that you changed the password. Now it sounds to me that you're confirming that you intentionally changed it so they don't have access. When you say and they know why, like what?
They know why. Can you tell me?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Meaning that there was a problem with the internet. I had to get a splitter. To expand the internet to that side of the house. I did that and it still didn't work.
I don't believe him. I don't believe him.
I had AT&T coming several times. I can prove that. I can get you that if you need it.
Lies.
They came several
Don't believe
times
him.
to fix the internet. Even one time, because I know they have to work. I know they have to work. But just a caveat, the Wi-Fi isn't part of the utilities, and I have it in my lease what the utilities cover. But we can get back to that.
Zachary said it's in his lease.
I was at work. These people, when they come, they give you a window. The window.
I need to watch this judge more often because I feel like when he does this smile with his head in his hands, he knows that you're lying to him. That's what I believe. I could be completely wrong, but that's what I'm thinking in my head. That's why he listening to him like that. Like, you so full of shit. Your Honor knows what's going on.
It's like it could be from like.
Well, hold on. I'll be frank with you. That's not really relevant to me. Let me ask you this. Did you tell them that they were behind on rent before you filed the eviction action? Because they said they didn't know. The only notice that they got was from the marshals.
Your Honor, if you go to your Exhibit B,
sure,
the letter was sent out. Please go to Exhibit B.
Mm-hmm.
And you can read for yourself. They were well aware 2 months in advance.
No, wait.
Okay. Because I'm like, I want you to read it to me. Don't tell me what I can do in my courtroom.
They're about a 2-month advance notice because they were current in December and they were current in November.
No, so but
were you canceling the contract? Did you give them a 60 notice to cancel, or did you give them a 60-day notice that non-payment?
No, what I told them, as you can see in the letter, what I told them is that I was letting them know that at the end of their lease in February, on February 1st, that I would not be extending their lease.
Okay.
That don't look like 60 days.
They didn't pay in January though.
And that's why they didn't pay, because their lease wasn't being extended. So they were going to take that money to go wherever they were planning to go, and they needed an excuse to not pay me my rent. So when I advised them that they were not being extended in February, that's when all these problems came up. I have in my lease, it says that you have to let me know in advance if you have any repairs that need to be done or anything. I mean, when the AC went off, they quickly told me about that. And I got it fixed the next day. Anything that's ever been wrong.
Wait, listen to me.
Okay.
Listen to me. And I don't like to make light of these things, but folks come here and they make both parties make a lot of allegations, right? And we can go far and far deep into your personal. That's why it's a landlord-tenant relationship. That's not my primary concern. As I told everybody at the beginning, you either meet the terms and the requirements or you don't. Right. The letter that you've identified to me, Exhibit B, is not a demand of possession. Did you provide any other letter beyond this before you filed the eviction? They're saying they got no notice. When did you send that letter?
Yes, I did. I sent it. I sent it in a text as well. Okay. And I informed them that they needed to vacate the premises by the end of the month because they didn't pay they wasn't on the 5th. They didn't pay their rent, which was actually switched to the 1st in the beginning of the lease because we.
So when did you send that?
I sent that on. Hold on, I have it. I sent that in as well. I'm trying to see what exhibit it is.
Same day that you filed the disposition. Here, so let's show up.
All right. Well, listen. You said you sent them a text. When did you send the text?
Yes, I sent them a text to inform them. It was on the 6th of December. Of January.
Did you ever provide them with a written notice asking them to pay rent and any of the late fees that you referenced?
Yes, I asked them to pay their rent several times.
Did you give them written notice?
Yes, I did.
When did you give them the written notice?
I put it in the text. It was written.
That's not written, buddy.
So eat them up, Judge.
That's not written. And I don't mean to be disrespectful, but people come and they're very confident about what they think they know. And when I tell them, do you have a written, they don't tell me what I'm asking. They don't give me the answer. They say it's text, it's emailed, and the law requires that you give a written notice. It usually is posted on the door. I've made that announcement when I started the hearing. So if you know you haven't done that, You
When,
know
no,
you haven't.
Educate
No,
us,
if
Your
you know you
Honor.
haven't done that, then you know that you won't be able to get what you want. So have you
no,
done that?
when I put the written notice on the door, he went outside the door, he ripped it up, he took it off the door and ripped it up and threw
This
it
man
away.
making up a lie right here, y'all.
It-
I'm sorry. I just really don't believe it. Because one minute you trying to say that I don't believe him. I'm so sorry. I just don't. I think Mr. Zachary blew that damn case up, cause baby. Yeah.
was a written notice outside the door.
It's perjury, man.
I put it on there with tape, and he took it and ripped it up and threw it away.
And when did you put it
Hey,
on?
you got
That's why I
Whoa,
started
hold
putting.
on, Mr.
Now
Zach.
he's saying the
on
man ripped it up and threw it the fuck away. Do you hear that? I just don't believe him. He doing anything he can to try and get this money. You better do what you can. But you should have been smart like that other girl we got into, the girl who had the house and the ex-man wouldn't leave the damn house. She had somebody take a photo of when they put it on the door, saying that man was served, and he tried to lie and say that people come and snatch stuff off their door in the mail all the time. Well, your name and your address was up there. She delivered it. So now this man done concocted something saying that the dude snatched it and ripped it up. Just lying. I'm sorry. As they were making this space of, I'm with y'all. Like, I'm on the same thought pattern. As soon as he started this story, to me, it just does not sound believable.
Just wait. I'm curious what Mr. Israel's saying. When did you do
On
that?
the 6th.
You put it on
On the 6th of January.
Okay.
And you're saying you put it on their door and they ripped it off.
No, he ripped it off.
No, he
I
ripped
didn't
it
rip it off.
So when you told me that you sent a text first, that was just you just misstated and said you must have put it on the door.
Clock
as well.
that, Your
Is what you're
Honor.
saying? Do you have a picture of that letter that you put on the
Clock
door? Take a
that.
picture of it to show
No,
that you.
Your Honor, I didn't take a picture of it, and I didn't misstate it. I did send them a text first, and then I put it on the door on the 6th.
Can you tell me what that letter said? Do you have a copy of it?
Yes, it says you are being.
Nah, don't tell us what it said. Tell us which exhibit it is. Because ain't that's what you told the judge, Your Honor? You could go to this exhibit, and when you go to this exhibit, Your Honor, you could read whatever it is you need to read. You ain't got that in the exhibit? Yeah. With your lying ass.
Asked to vacate due to non-payment of rent.
And what else?
And that's basically what it says. It's like,
That's not enough.
Come on, Your
That
Honor.
means I know you didn't do what you're supposed to do. Because you're like, you're just saying whatever.
Why would I just say whatever?
The law requires, just so, because I try to remind everybody of this. This is why I caution people to go to trial. If you don't know what you're doing, you may not get what you want.
Ooh.
And I always like to make sure people know what they're doing.
Right.
Because I rule as the law requires, and that's why I just ask the questions. I'm not trying to be mean or difficult. I understand that you served them. I understand that you sent them a letter in December saying that you're not going to renew the lease. Obviously, they have through January to continue that process. The issues that you have with the parking, that seems to be not a major issue. Not really. That's not a breach. The issues with the internet, like you said, there's a
Your Honor, there's a few more issues.
Don't overtalk me. Don't overtalk me.
Come on, Your Honor.
Forgive me. I'm sorry.
But what I'm just trying to just express to you is that this is simply at this juncture, since they're saying they didn't pay rent, and that's a problem. The only issue though after that is, did you give them the appropriate notice that they could cure? They must be able to have an opportunity to cure, which is where you give them a 3-day letter that's posted to the door, identifying what the breach is, what the amount, if any, that they have to pay. And if they don't pay this amount within the 3 days of this posting, you'll be able to exercise your right to file an eviction. That's what the law is. If you didn't, I'm going to ask them, did you do that? Right? And if you can't produce to me any evidence, then that becomes problematic.
Come on, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Durden, did Mr. Israel post a letter on you guys' door indicating that you guys had to pay a certain amount of money before he filed the eviction action?
Mr. Israel is in court lying under oath.
Ooh.
But that's not what I asked.
That ain't what he asked you. You right.
A letter on your door.
Yes or no?
Identifying the default and what amount that you need to pay in order to get out of default.
No, sir. We knew nothing about the dispossessory guy came with the paperwork telling us that a dispossessory has been filed. There was nothing else on the door.
No heads up or nothing.
There was nothing else. No, not at all, Judge.
Mr. Zachary, he's indicating that you did see it on the door and that you in fact ripped it off. Is that true?
No, Your Honor, that's not true. He has cameras over the door. Tell him to
Ooh.
produce me ripping it off. There's a camera over the door.
Oh, come on, Mr. Zach. Come.
Secondly, the writ the dispossessory was filed on the 5th.
Dispossessory.
If he did it on the 6th, he's still out of bounds. But he never did it at all. Secondly, third,
He's
have
made a
text
great
message or
point,
anything from
Mr.
him.
Israel. He's made a great
Because
point.
Mr. Zachary
How
that
can
came
you
and
file
chewed,
paperwork
baby.
first, then come back and say you did that? He let lying through his teeth, man. Excuse me, y'all.
Point. No,
You mean brother? Brother?
Well, folks,
brother.
pause, Mr. Israel. You did file this action, just so we are clear, Mr. Israel, based on your own testimony, right? This action was filed January 5th, which generally would be the last day for folks to pay rent before they're deemed late, right?
Right.
So I'm going to ask you again, because you have to give the letter on the door 3 days before you file. So when did you put the letter on the door?
It wasn't filed 3 days. I didn't put the letter on the door 3 days. It was the day after.
Okay. So let me tell you, I don't want to be difficult, right? However, if you put, let's say I believe what you're saying.
Because he
don't. The problem
don't.
with what you've done is that you can't do it after the fact. You must give folks an opportunity to cure, particularly when the default is a failure to pay rent, which is what you've alleged on your complaint. I hate that you folks at this juncture have not been able to come to an agreement and resolve. But what I do is I remind everybody, once you come to me, I'm going to make sure all the check boxes are marked. Because in this particular state, you can quickly have somebody evicted, and that's totally fine. But that just means you have to follow all of the rules, even when it seems difficult. That's all I'm saying.
Come on, Your
since
Honor.
you did not timely put the letter on the door informing them of how they could
because he never did it.
This action filed, I'm going to dismiss the case. Now, Ms. Durden, Mr. Zachary, you still have not paid rent. That money technically is still owed at this juncture. And it sounds like your lease is going to expire in a couple of days. What you do is what you do, but just be aware of that as well.
In a day, Your Honor, in a day.
I understand.
Okay, tomato,
Again,
child.
I'm just informing them of what's going on as well. But as far as this evening and the action that you filed now, it's going to be dismissed because you didn't give a 3-day demand. All right, so I'm going to put that order in and you folks are free to go.
Hold up. Your Honor, I have a counterclaim.
I understand, and in considering that there's outstanding rent,
that's it. Just out.
Well, I can't do that by order because you didn't give the 3-day demand. And Mr. Zachary, regarding your counterclaims, because there still seems to be an outstanding claim of rent, I think it would be appropriate at that juncture for you to have those matters at least dismissed without prejudice. And that just means that you can go ahead and bring him again if he brings another action against you at this juncture, okay?
Your Honor, can I ask a question, please?
Yes, sir.
Would this be considered 3 days notice? Can I serve them now?
You better get
Not
that. Nope.
via this particular
it's a process.
Hearing. No, you got to put it on the door, brother. You can't just skip a step.
No, I mean, but they've been notified now. They've been.
No, it's not. That's not how it works, man. It's not that difficult. It's not that difficult. I've literally explained everybody what the law is. Don't. Every time you try to skip a step, this is going to happen. Don't skip a step. Don't skip a step. And Mr. Zachary and Ms. Durden, again, if he files again, which he may or may not, I'm not sure, that's his prerogative. Those counterclaims that you've made, we can address them at that time, but they'll be dismissed without prejudice. Mr. Zachary, I'm sorry, you had a question.
Thank you for your time, Judge.
So how would I file my? So I got to file my claim and just file me a suit myself separately.
No, you do not. I mean,
you
if
let him file.
Again, feel free to either address those counterclaims again, or you can file a separate suit. But because today,
I will wait.
Because today he has not met one of the statutory requirements, but that does not still resolve the issue of unpaid rent. I'm finding it appropriate to essentially have your counterclaims dismissed without prejudice so that you can bring them again if you so desire. And if he wants to bring a dispo action, he can. But
what I want to say, this categorizes as a self-eviction because
now, with Mr. Zachary, you aren't being evicted because you're still there and he doesn't have a rent. But I'm going to let you folks go. That's my ruling. And you guys have a blessed evening. Okay, we got some other matters. Thank you.
All right.
That was a good case in my personal. I like how the judge handled that because that landlord was definitely full of SHI. But I think that guy Zachary should not file a separate one. In my opinion, y'all attorneys, because I know y'all gonna do it anyway, because this just how y'all is. And I actually like it. So get in the comments and let me know. But I'm thinking that he shouldn't. He should wait and countersue him so that whatever that money the guy may say he owes, maybe he could get that price lowered versus filing a complete separate suit. I feel like that may cost him more money, and I could be wrong, but y'all let me know. But I'm like, let that man file because he gonna file it anyway unless y'all give him that money. Countersue him, and then maybe if he's trying to charge y'all, let's say $2,000, and he inconvenienced y'all or breached the contract, you know, you might get awarded all of your money for the countersuit, or you may have to pay him less than what he is expecting to receive. I don't know, but those are my thoughts. All right. You all leave your thoughts and comments down below on the matter at hand. Of course, I am Jamie. That's me. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.
Yeah, tell him I preach to the choir. Stand with my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters. I'm silent. Nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification. Them numbers hit like it's a proxy. Cashed out at the ATM. And the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATF. Got them trying to clone me like Aegis. Game time, I invaded gym. High elevated, I could face the rim. Putting shots up. I got laser focus, about to take it over. I'm Invader Zim. On a trip to Florida like it's A&M. Who that nigga, man? They say I'm him. Spit the truth, never wasted film. I can feel it.